What's good, y'all? Rich Sosa back in the building with another banger, man. Now, first things first, thank you, God, for another day and opportunity. And, man, y'all already know what y'all need to do. Be sure to hit that sub button if you're new. Turn on post notifications to be a part of the Rich family. And let's go ahead and reach 50 likes on today's video. Now, as y'all can see by the looks of the title and the screen, today I'm going to be bringing y'all the top 3 best Season 8 point guard builds on NBA 2K22 Next Gen. So getting started, I'm going to be bringing y'all the Catfish Ballhawk build out of the point guard position. We're going to make this build at 6'5", 175 for the weight with a 7'2" wingspan. Now, as for the finishing, you do have to be very specific on this build. Go with an 84 close shot and 77 driving layup for both the driving dunk as well. That's going to bring us up to a total of 20 finishing badges. But once we get into the shooting, go 82 for the mid-range and the three-pointer, 73 for the free throw with a 25. Or if you want to, you can go ahead and get higher for the badge count if you want to test the waters. But I'm going to keep it as an 82 for both the midi and the three-pointer, 73 for the free throw. That's going to go ahead and move us on to the playmaking. Go with the 73 for the pass accuracy, 80 ball handle, and an 83 speed with ball for 24 playmaking badges. Now for the defensive end, you also have to be very specific out of this area as well. But we're going to be able to get a 99 steal on this build with 20 defensive badges. Now, for the physicals, max out your speed and acceleration. Don't worry too much about the vertical and go with a 90 stamina. And this is essentially what the build is going to be looking like when it's all said and done. Now, if you really want to make your own adjustments, make sure that we have created my version of the build together, and then afterwards, you can go ahead and make any changes to it to your liking. Now, I'm telling y'all, this is easily the most all-around best rare point guard build that I have found all year. Especially with this kind of build name, I'm telling you, we're going to be able to do a little bit of everything, and that is honestly one of my favorite things about the point guard position is how versatile we're able to make the guards this year. Now, for the takeovers, we're going to be able to pick from the slashing, shot creating, sharpshooting, and then the playmaking. So, if you want to break ankles, I would highly consider going with the shot creating takeover. Second, to get contact dunks, I would go with finishing moves. Even limitless range is a good option. And as y'all can see, coming up at number 1, we have created the Ballhawk build. And I'm telling y'all, being able to shoot from limitless range on this build with the ability to get contact dunks is really going to make this one of the best rare builds that we're going to be able to use and see all year. Now, coming up at number 2, I definitely wanted to be sure that I was bringing y'all at least one oversized point guard build. Now, I have always been a fan of having bigger point guards on my team, especially when it comes down to being point forwards. This is a perfect example of being an oversized guard. Now, the facilitating 3-level 2-way is easily the best big and oversized defender when it comes down to being a point guard. But let's go ahead and check out what this build is going to actually be able to do. So, the height, go with 6'8". For the weight, 187 and a wingspan of 7'1". Now, the same things are going to apply here when it comes to the breakdown of the actual attributes. As long as you follow along, I promise you, everything is going to work out in your favor of getting the build name. So let's go ahead and get started with what we're going to be able to do on the finishing. For the close shot, we're actually going to go with an 80 driving layup of an 82 with a 92 driving dunk. That's going to bring us up to a total of 21 finishing badges, and also is going to give us the ability to get contact dunks. Now, for the shooting, I'm going to go with an 87 mid-range shot, 83 for the three-pointer, then an 82 free throw, and that's going to give us a total of 28 shooting badges. For this build, I'm telling you, very well balanced on the shooting and finishing. For the playmaking, I'm going to go with an 86 pass accuracy, max out your ball handle as well as the speed with ball, and then from here, we're going to be able to get 25 playmaking badges. Now we finally get to see what actually makes this build a two-way. Go with a maxed out perimeter defense, 82 for the steal, 83 block, Then for the rebounding, I'm going to go with a 74 offensive as well as an 83 defensive for 26 defensive badges in total. Now, I'm telling y'all, throughout the tiers of all 4 of this build, we have pretty much everything that we need when it comes down to the finishing. Shooting is definitely going to be a problem when it comes down to defending us. Then for the playmaking, we get solid dribble moves. And for the defensive end, I'm telling y'all, the takeovers are only going to make it that much better. For the physicals, max out your speed, acceleration, go with an 80 vertical so we're able to get the contact dunks, then a 90 stamina. And again, if you feel like making any changes, do it after we have created the build together, so that way I assure you we have created the correct build. And on top of all that, you're really going to be able to see the kind of adjustments that you're able to work with getting different kind of builds after we create this one. So for the takeovers, the slashing, shot creating to break the ankles, sharpshooting, or the limitless range, then we also get the lockdown defender takeover. Now I'm telling y'all, if you want to break ankles and have a lot more fun on this build, I would consider going with ankle breaking shots takeover for the first one. Secondly, if you want to go ahead and hit from deep or be more toxic on the defensive end, I would pick extreme clamps or enhanced jump shot contest. I'm going to leave it up to y'all, but let's check out the build name. And as y'all can see, we have created the facilitating 3-level 2-way. Now, I have one final build left on this list for y'all. Easily the fastest point guard on this list as well. And as y'all can see, we're going to be creating the 2-way scoring machine with every single contact dunk unlocked on this build as well. Now I'm telling y'all, in my opinion, if you are looking to have any point guard build run your team, this is going to be the build, and you are definitely going to see why. Because what we're going to be able to do on both ends of the floor easily makes this, in my opinion, the very best point guard build for any game mode. So let's get started by putting it under the point guard position. And if you are still here watching, go ahead and comment down below right now. Where are you tuning in from, as well as out of all 3 builds today, which one is your favorite? And I'm telling y'all, these are easily the best 3 point guard position builds to use for 2K on Season 8. Now let's go ahead and get started. Height 6'2", weight 174 with a 6'9" wingspan. Now let's go ahead and get started. Remember, each of the areas of this build are very specific with the numbers and attributes that I put on. So go with the close shot of 62, 83 for the driving layup, and a maxed out driving dunk, which that right there alone will be able and give us the potential to get the contact dunks. 24 finishing badges. Then for the shooting, we're going to get 27. Mid-range will be an 85 with a 3-pointer of an 84. 72 for the free throw. Then from here, let's go ahead and move on to the playmaking. 73 for the pass accuracy, and you can actually make this build to where you have no pass accuracy and throw the rest of the attributes into the shooting or even the defensive area. But for the ball handle, I'm going to go with an 89. 92 for the speed with ball, and that's going to give us 29 playmaking badges. Now for the defensive end, make sure that you max out that perimeter defense, then pair it up with an exact 89 steal for another 20 defensive badges. Now since we are in Season 8, add on 8 extra badges put towards this build with the 4 from our rebirth or the college championship. That's going to give us plus 12 badges in total. And as y'all can see for the physicals, 93 speed, 88 acceleration, 80 vertical with a 90 stamina. So when it's all said and done for this build, you'll be able to get at least the potential of 12 extra badges put towards this build. All of the contact dunks, the pro dribble packages, as well as with the ability to shoot and play pretty good defense. And look, we even get the lockdown defender takeover. So we also get the slashing, shot creating, which will allow us to break ankles if you do pick the ankle breaking shots. Secondly, I'm going to go ahead and highly recommend you go ahead and pick the defensive takeover. Now, which one should be based off your preference. And as y'all can see, we have created at number 3, the 2-way scoring machine. And if you made it to the end, man, thank you for the support. And y'all already know what y'all need to do. Be sure to hit that sub button if you're new, and turn on post notifications so you can be a part of the Rich family. Let's go ahead and reach 50 likes on today's video. And don't forget to go ahead and comment down below. Where are you tuning in from today? And with all that being said, thank you so much, God, for another opportunity. God bless y'all. And Rich out.